So in topic 2, we're talking about creating customer value. But you may be wondering, how do we create that customer value? Well, let's dive into it. So we have some utilities here. And it's not the utilities like the electric company or the water company or anything like that. It's just different areas. So we have 4. We have form utility, possession utility, time utility, and place utility. So form utility. So we're going to take our inputs and transform them into something else. So imagine a smelter who's taking raw metal and melts it down and then makes a different metal with it. Makes something that can be used. For example, taking raw iron ore, melting it down and creating iron beams that can be used in construction of bridges, let's say. So that's a form utility. You're actually making it more useful. So we have possession utility. So communicating our product's value and facilitating the exchange process. So we need to let people know about this product or this service. Letting them know. It's essentially, this is marketing our product, because before the first iPhone came out, no one would have thought about an iPhone. But I believe the iPhone, they said it was a phone, it was an iPod, and something else. So they went on that it was 3 things. And then they announced the first iPhone. Well, that value right there, because the iPod was extremely popular at the time. People were listening to music. And now I can carry 1 device instead of 2. Well, that was very valuable when the first iPhone came out. Now, time. Letting the people know when the product's going to be available for purchase. So you guys have all seen when movies are going to be in theaters. They'll play a trailer, they'll say in theaters, and then they'll give a date. And you're like, oh yes, I can't wait to go for it. I'm going to go on the opening day. Well, it's the same thing with products. Apple can say, yes, the new iPhone's going to be out on this date. Or Samsung will say, oh, our phone's going to be out on this date. Or, Toyota's going to say, our new car is going to be out on this date. Or whatever product is going to be released on this date. You can find these things just by doing a Google search. So that time is actually helping you decide if there's value there. It's increasing your value because now you have to wait in anticipation for that product or service. So now the place utility. Now, what if you were told that product or service that you wanted was only going to be available in certain locations? Well, or it's going to be available at this location at this time, so you have to be there in line for it to be available to you for purchase. Well, now you have even more anticipation where you want to be there to get that product or service. And you're going to travel to that location. Or, like, for example, a product. Let's say you're looking to buy a hat, but a specific kind of hat. And you look online and they say, oh, the hat's available at Target. Well, now you're going to look up online to see where the nearest Target is. Or you just might order it online. What would you choose? If you're going to go to the nearest Target, well, is the nearest Target 5 miles away or is it 25 miles away? So all of these help increase the value of what product or service the business is trying to give you. So their operations are creating this value. So to define our customers' value, we have all these different areas. Innovation, delivery, agility, cost, quality. All these are competitive advantages. Some companies really specialize in specific areas. For example, innovation might be Apple. Delivery might be Amazon. Agility might be another company. Cost, why don't we say Walmart? Quality, well, I'm sure you have one in mind for that. So you can identify companies that kind of specialize in certain areas. So when you consider it with the type of product you're trying to find or obtain or service, which one are you going to go for? What's your value? What's the most important part of that? If you're looking for the Apple iPhone, well, that's kind of an innovative device. Are you going to go to Walmart to buy an Apple iPhone? You might. But would you want to go to an Apple store, perhaps, to buy that? That might be more of a feasible option because now you have more selection. You can get the Apple Care warranty, and you have the Genius Bar who tell you what you want to know. So you have all that extra support at a Apple store where Walmart would be, well, it's going to be this price. And they may not offer any support other than the transaction. So depending on what you want is where your value lies. So companies are under constant cost pressure, right? So our goal is the lowest total landed costs. Now when I say landed, that's either landed in your hands or landed on your customer's loading dock. When it's delivered to your customer is what landed costs are. Everything, all the costs associated with that to get it to your customer. So process improvement, we're always trying to improve. Automation, if we can automate it, then we can eliminate work. We can eliminate waste. Because it's automated. No one has to sit there and do that task over and over and over because the computer does it or a robot does it. Offshoring. Well, offshoring is basically outsourcing. But offshoring is actually sending it out to another country, taking it off the shores of the country. So if it's a call center, it might be offshored to India where they have call centers. Could be that. Or it could be another offshoring where things are sent to another country for another purpose. Now we have outsourcing. You could have the best company in the world, but you are not the expert at everything. So outsourcing. You might be really good at manufacturing, but your company might be really bad at accounting. Well, you might outsource your accounting. Or you might outsource your marketing, or you might outsource your IT. All these different areas can be outsourced. Your janitorial services, keeping your place clean, you might hire a contractor. They're not your employees, so you're outsourcing that to another company, and they come in and do the cleaning of your building. So all this is trying to reduce cost to get that lowest total landed costs. So we have LLBean. So they have a unique view on customer service. So they have here, what is a customer? A customer is the most important person ever in this office. A customer is not dependent on us. We are dependent on him. A customer is not an interruption of our work. He is the purpose for it. We are not doing him a favor by serving him. He is doing us a favor by giving us the opportunity to do so. A customer is not someone to argue or match wits with. Nobody ever won an argument with a customer. A customer is a person who brings us his wants. It is our job to handle them profitably to him and ourselves. So here you can see the focus is on the customer. The customer is the reason for all the work. Because if the customers weren't coming to the LLBean company, no one there would have any work, right? So this is going even farther than the customer is always right. type mantra. And they recognize that they are dependent on the customer. And they shouldn't argue with the customer. They should try to satisfy the customer. Pretty unique point of view. Not every company is this insightful when it comes to their customers. So let's look at process innovation, because there's a lot that can be said for different companies. So we have Walmart and Dell. So Walmart, when it comes to logistics and supply chain, they've spent the last 20 years perfecting the cross-docking process. Cross-docking, as we'll get into in topic 9, is where one truck comes in, it's offloaded, and that material doesn't get put up onto a warehouse. It goes directly into another truck. So essentially, that stuff comes off one truck by forklift, and that forklift drives right onto another truck. It never hits the concrete of the cross-docking facility. Now, yes, some product does stay there. It is a warehouse. But Walmart's goal is not to have anything sitting in a warehouse. Now, why is that? That's because stuff sitting on the warehouse shelves costs money. And if they can eliminate that, that means they can lower costs to the consumer. That could mean cheaper goods for you, but high quality and lower cost. So Dell is all about process improvement. I believe now they're up to 500 or so process improvement patents or business operation patents of how they do things better. And they constantly do that. And when they get things right, they celebrate for a nanosecond and then get right back to work because they know their job is not done. So what can we learn from these two companies? So as I see it, yes, you can be good at something, but you have to be persistent. You don't just stop. Don't say, oh, we're good enough. No, keep striving to be great. So how does the customer actually decide if you're going to get the order as a company? Well, we have order winners, order qualifiers, and order losers. So when yourself as a consumer, you're out there trying to find a product. Let's say you're looking at Amazon, Walmart, and Target as 3 retailers. Well, you look at them, they all have the product, and they all can ship it to you within a certain time frame. So they qualified because they had the product. Well, now you might look at quality. It's the same product, but is any of them shipped faster? Amazon, if you have Prime, can get it to you in 2 days. How long does Target take? How long does Walmart take? Is there a cost to shipping it? So you want to reduce the cost on yourself, right? So if you have Prime, you're not paying for the shipping. And who knows if Walmart or Target actually charges for shipping. They might not charge if it's shipping to a store, but they may charge if it's shipping to your house. But if you're looking at these companies, what differentiates them from each other? What makes them different? So you're going to choose a winner, which would be the order winner, and that's the one you're going to put your money through. And the businesses do this too with supply chain. So as a company, you're going to try to avoid being disqualified along this process. And you're going to avoid, by being disqualified, that means you turned into the order loser. You either did not qualify or you did not become the winner. If you're not the winner, you're a loser in this, right? So you either didn't have the innovation, you didn't have the delivery, you didn't have the quality, the cost, or the agility. You didn't have that competitive advantage to get that customer to purchase from you. So we need to change our perspective. So our historic view was like a 2x2 or a graph, a linear graph. Put a dot somewhere on the graph, and you could only go one spot. But if we get into the modern view, it's kind of more of a spider chart where you can go in different spots. So like, let's say quality. You can be anywhere along this line. So if you're, let's say, right here, you'd have a dot right there. And if on delivery, let's say you get it there next day, that might be right here at the top. So there'd be a line that would draw right there. In agility, well, let's say you're somewhere in the middle on agility. So you can be anywhere along these lines, where this historical view, you would just be one dot. So the modern view actually gives us more of a well-rounded picture. So what can I say? We're trying to get this value out to our customer. And these are different ways to make it where our customer recognizes the value and how we can modify ourselves to create that value for our customer. And hopefully, I know this is a real quick overview, but I hope you see this and you kind of have the gears turning in your head on thinking of ways that maybe an organization you're part of, whether it's a fraternity, sorority, nonprofit, your company, how you can do something to create more value for your customer, which might win more business or more of a reputation or something of that nature to do good.